All right, let's talk about something that might just change the game for you. We're diving into a super simple but powerful idea, one that kind of flips the script on everything you thought you knew about fitness. We're going to see how just 5 minutes of movement, yep, just 5, can totally transform your day. Let's get into it.
Okay, let me ask you something. Does this sound familiar? You've been sitting for a while, maybe working, and you finally stand up and, your back is stiff, your energy is just completely gone, and you feel kind of stuck, right? Trust me, you are not alone. This is the new normal for so many of us.
So that feeling of being stuck, that's a perfect lead-in to our first big topic, what we're calling the modern sedentary problem. It's a huge hurdle for almost everyone these days.
And what's really crazy is how sitting just creates this cascade of problems. It's like a domino effect. It's not just about feeling a little stiff. No. Healthcare pros have pointed this out for years. When you sit, you're physically shortening your hip flexors. That then pulls on your spine, which makes you lean your head forward, that classic text neck thing. All of this creates these weird muscular imbalances. It reduces blood flow, and you know where that leads? Yep, chronic pain.
Okay, so that's the bad news. And I know it sounds a little bleak, but here's the good news. The solution is surprisingly simple. We're going to talk about a whole new way to think about movement. It's called the 5-minute rule.
But before we get into the rule itself, we've got to tackle the biggest mental roadblock for most people. And you know what I'm talking about. It's the all-or-nothing trap. It's that little voice in your head that whispers, well, if I can't get a full 60-minute workout in, what's the point? I might as well do nothing. Honestly, that one thought probably kills more fitness goals than laziness ever could. Just look at the difference here. The old way, it's so intimidating, right? It demands you be super motivated all the time. It needs this huge chunk of your day. And honestly, that just makes it so easy to skip. But the 5-minute rule, it completely flips the script. The whole game changes. It's all about consistency, not intensity. It's about building a little momentum. The only goal is to just show up. Because, let's be real, 5 minutes, it's almost impossible to fail at that.
So what is it exactly? It's this simple. You commit to moving your body for just 5 minutes. Every day. That's it. The point is not to have some killer sweat-drenched workout. It has nothing to do with intensity. The real goal is to build the habit of consistency, stacking up those small wins day after day.
Okay, so this all sounds great in theory, right? But does it actually work? What does the science say? Well, let's take a look at the research, because it really shows how powerful this simple idea can be.
So there was this one study from the NIH, the National Institutes of Health, and they took a group of pretty sedentary adults. The deal was simple. Do a 5-minute exercise routine at home every single day for 4 weeks. And the results they saw? They were pretty astounding.
Let's just fire through these numbers because they really tell the story. In just 4 weeks, participants got a 13% increase in their lower body strength.
And get this, their push-up endurance went up by a whopping 66%. That is a massive jump.
And it wasn't just physical, which is so important. They also saw a 16% boost in their mental health scores, so you're feeling better physically and mentally.
But honestly, this next number might be the most important one of all. The adherence rate, the number of people who actually stuck with it, was 91%. That's the proof right there. This doesn't just work. It's something people can actually do, day in and day out.
Okay, so the science is solid. We know it works, and we know it's sustainable. So now let's get practical. Let's build a blueprint for what you can actually do in those 5 minutes, a routine you could literally start tomorrow.
I heard a mobility expert describe this once, and it's brilliant. They said to think of it like this. It's like brushing your teeth, but for your joints. I love that. It reframes the whole thing. It's not a workout. It's just daily maintenance, a simple, non-negotiable little bit of hygiene for your body. So what do you do in those 5 minutes? Well, here's a super simple breakdown. Let's start with your spine. A few cat-cows or even just a seated twist can do wonders to fight all that slouching we do. Then, your shoulders. Just some simple shoulder rolls or arm circles can release all that tension from typing. And the big one, your hips. Man, they get so tight from sitting. A quick Spider-Man lunge or a couch stretch can really help lengthen those muscles back out.
And this quote from a coach I follow just sums it up perfectly. The question is, would you rather be a stiff tin man who could snap and injure at any point, or would you rather be a buttery ninja? I mean, come on, who doesn't want to be a buttery ninja? That's the whole point, right? To move through your day feeling fluid and pain-free.
All right, so you've got the why it's important and the what to do.
Now for the most crucial part, the how. How do you actually make this habit stick? Let's lay out a simple action plan.
Look, behavioral science is pretty clear on this. To build a habit, you have to make it as easy as possible. So, first, pick a time you can actually control and protect. Next, decide ahead of time what you're going to do. Don't leave it to guesswork. Then, track the habit, not the outcome. Just put an X on a calendar. Focus on not breaking the chain. And hey, if you feel like doing more than 5 minutes one day, go for it. But if not, no big deal. The 5 minutes is the win. And finally, use triggers. Like maybe you set your yoga mat out the night before. Make it automatic.
Really, if you remember just one thing from all this, let it be this sentence right here. Consistency beats intensity. Every single time. Showing up for 5 minutes a day is so much more powerful than that heroic 1-hour workout you manage to do once a month.
So I'll just leave you with this to think about. What could you actually achieve? How different could you feel if you just reclaimed 5 little minutes of your day for yourself, starting tomorrow? I think the answer might really surprise you.